Happy holidays, tea people! It's the 10th day of Teasmas, and today David's gave to me Silk Dragon Jasmine and Raspberry Matcha. Silk Dragon Jasmine is actually one of my favorite teas. It is organic Chinese green tea from Jingji and Fujian provinces, scented with jasmine flowers. The Raspberry Matcha is made of cane sugar, matcha green tea, and natural raspberry flavoring. Here's how we're going to evaluate each tea. We're going to rate each out of 100 points for dry leaf appearance, 20, infused leaf appearance, 10, fragrance or aroma of the infusion, 20, the color and look of the liqueur in the cup, 10, and most importantly, flavor, taste and aromas, 40, for a total of 100. Since these matchas all look pretty much identical, we're only going to rate on 4 categories. The dry matcha aroma and taste, 20 points. The fragrance and aroma of the beverage, 20 points. The flavor and mouthfeel, most important, 40. And is it matcha for the final 20 points for a total of 100. Let's start with Silk Dragon Jasmine. So something about jasmine scenting, this is the traditional way to make jasmine tea. Of course there are teas with jasmine flavoring or where the flowers are put in that are done in different ways. But this, like, putting jasmine flowers with the drying tea and removing them is usually repeated between 3 and 6 times. The more times it's repeated, the higher quality the tea is considered to be. So this one's done 5, and it is so nice and jasmine-y. I'm also smelling something slightly metallic, but I think that might just be the tin. Okay, so our Silk Dragon matcha has been steeping for 2 minutes, and I've also prepared the matcha over here. So I can see that it is a smaller piece of green tea. So I'm gonna use the strainer. This might be a little bit messy. And boom! Wow, okay. That may have been too much tea for that cup, but we're gonna get a really strong cup. So the leaf is kind of torn. It's not full leaf. And I'm actually not getting a strong jasmine scenting. It is quite a dark color, which again, presumably this is all for a cup. And in the PCS, the professional cupping set, we do try to brew things kind of on the strong side, maybe stronger than people who are like saving tea aside would brew it at home, because you want to get all of those flavors. Let's try this. Bit too strong, but the jasmine flavor is definitely there. I didn't steep it at too high of a temperature, so I think I can just repair this by adding more hot water and re-steeping it a second time. I'm not sure if I add more hot water to this if it's going to have the desired effect. And it's still kind of cloudy. It wasn't just that it was too strong. That's much better. It has some bitterness. They had me steep it at 85 and I followed the steeping directions, but there was just too much tea in there. This is more than you'd need for 1 cup, which is nice. Some of them I felt like there wasn't enough tea in the container. The container is only half full. So, and this is a small cup. This is, I think, 150 ml, whereas some people would have it in a great big cup, but for green teas, you usually want to go small. Smaller cup, bigger quality. I do like this tea. Even though it's not an oolong, it's a green, maybe next time I will rinse the leaves before I prepare it, just to make sure I'm getting any impurities off of them. I'll probably continue to steep this tea maybe in a slightly bigger pot or just a few more steepings until it kind of milds out again. So we're going to go on to our matcha in just a moment. If you're enjoying this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell. It would really help us out. And for our matcha today, we've got raspberry matcha. Let's pour it from our matcha bowl into our cup. I do smell raspberry, and again, I think these berry matchas are probably quite nice in smoothies, especially if everything else you've got in there is all natural, so you got a kind of more of a berry kick out of it. Oh, and I did kind of get a woof of the raspberry before I even opened the package because, as you can see, this is one of the leaky packages where the matcha is shooting out the side. Hopefully that doesn't mean the tea's a bit stale. So compared to mixed berry and blueberry, I really do actually like the flavor of raspberry flavored stuff. You know, I'd be the one reaching for the blue raspberry candy as a kid and those kind of things. So this is nice, and the matcha is still there. I'm still getting a bitterness and astringency. The raspberry taste is mostly on the head. It rounds out the matcha, but the flavor I'm left with in my mouth after drinking is kind of a mild matcha. Maybe a little bit drying, but quite nice. I like this. I'd give it an 80. And I definitely use that in a post-workout smoothie, although I don't usually drink smoothies post-workout, but if I did, I'd probably put this powder in there with some raspberries. Thanks so much for watching. This has been day 10 of the 24 days of Teasmas and 24 days of Matcha. Which one did you like so far? Let us know in the comments. And remember, if you drinky, flick the pinky. Bye for now.